Hi, I'm Misty. I'm checking in for my pap smear. Okay, Misty, I'm just gonna have you sign right here. Don't read anything too closely. Take a seat in the living room and our tech will be right with you. Okay?
Did you say tech?
Hi, Misty. I'm DR Scamalot. I'm gonna be your tech for today. Wait a second. So, you're not a doctor? Oh, this isn't a stethoscope. This is a bolo tie. Did our receptionist tech not tell you? I think I left something in my car. Was it the DR that confused you? It's common. Yeah, I actually added it myself. Did you know you could do that? It doesn't even stand for anything. If you're like me, and you probably are, you've been wondering what exactly is a veneer tech? I'm going to answer this really simply, actually. It is a made-up profession, and it is straight up illegal.
It is not legal anywhere to be a veneer tech. It does not even exist.
Is this highly illegal? Like seriously federally illegal to be impersonating a person of dental care, basically a dental professional, a doctorate of dental study, a DDS, or a DMD.
Veneer techs are trained in the art of forming and applying composite veneers. In many of the cases that have been shown on TikTok and those shady businesses, students or customers or scam victims, whatever you want to call them, receive 2 days of training culminating in a Word doc ass certificate.
I had a made it school where they're charging like $6,000 to learn how to do veneers in 2 days and then print you out a Canva certificate and just put your name on it and say, hey, congrats. And then they are basically tricking other people into thinking that they're professionals to go get veneers at a cheaper price.
Now see, this makes sense. I knew there was somebody that had a little bit more dental expertise than a teeth by Tisha that was assisting them in this effort.
This is wild for so many reasons, as you know, but it's like, not only are you not dentists, you're not even a dental hygienist at the very least, and they have to go through extremely intensive schooling. I was very briefly employed as a hazardous materials technician back in the day, and we had to attend 40 hours of training, which is very normal because, similar to dentistry, hazmat is dealing with things that could impact one's health. After that, there was still on-the-job training that was necessary. In this case, people with certificates can just go out into the world, presumably, and open a shady business. I personally can't speak to how these people are filing their businesses. I'd imagine it's something in the realm of an esthetician, like somebody who does lashes opening a shop, but I don't know. I think a lot of them aren't even going that far to file an LLC and are probably just operating as sole proprietorships out of their homes, which is so scary. But before we go any further, I'm Misty. Welcome to Misty Cubed. I love to talk about scams, cults, Real Housewives, and all of the above. Also, because of my angle today, you can't see my beautiful necklace, but I just feel like you guys will appreciate this. It's a moonstone. Anyway, please subscribe if you like the channel and give it a thumbs up if you like this video. Like I said, what we understand veneer techs to be doing is completely illegal. What makes it really a sad situation to me is that these so-called veneer techs are preying on people who have insecurities about their teeth. That type of insecurity is extremely common, and it's obviously tied to somebody's access to dental care or just their own biology. Like, some people, like myself, are just a little bit more prone to dental issues. So it's preying on people who don't have the money for a dentist, but also the people who don't have the emotional bandwidth to visit a dentist. I'm sure that some people are going to be like, well, that's totally on them. And those people can fuck off, because the reality is that the dentist is really traumatizing for a lot of people. And instead of just judging people for going through that, I think there needs to be empathy instead. Because in an ethical situation, if somebody showed up to a veneer tech and was like, I have a lot of anxiety about dentists, but this looked a lot less invasive, the veneer tech should then turn that person away and say, like, you have to go to a dentist first. But what we're seeing in a lot of these TikToks and videos online is that composite veneers are being applied directly on top of decay. Even if a veneer tech applies a beautiful set of composites, which we have seen in some of these cases, or I've seen personally in the videos, the tech is not educated in dentistry. So it would be really easy for bacteria to grow in that enclosed space. This is glue going onto the teeth. which makes it somewhat irreversible. Like, a lot of other dentists are not going to want to deal with that kind of issue because it could further destroy your teeth.
People are just not thinking 2 steps ahead, because once these are on, who's going to take them off? Like, this guy has decay all over his teeth, and he got composite veneers placed right on top by a veneer tech. And I'm not hating on it because it's a pretty dramatic change, but yo, those are just plastered on top of decay. We don't do that. That can cause so many problems and infections. You will be hard pressed to find a real licensed dentist who can pick up a handpiece to remove these, because it's just Pandora's box. So all these people who are getting composite veneers that will stain, I guarantee you, within 5 years, who's going to take them off for you? Because those same veneer techs are going to be nowhere to be found because they don't have a license to operate. They have no license. A veneer tech is not an actual certification.
Personally, I was privileged enough to grow up with dental care. However, even with regular cleanings, I've had so many fillings. I couldn't even tell you how many, probably like 20 in my life. That includes refilling, I guess. I've gone periods of my adult life without dental insurance, so I did not seek out care during that time. But when I did get dental care again, I had to pay thousands of dollars out of pocket to make up for lost time, basically. I have periodontitis, so it's advanced gingivitis, basically, where bacteria is on your gum line, and so your gums start to recede. I brush my teeth twice a day and floss every single day. Like, dental problems are extremely common. My point is, I'm really lucky that it was drilled into me, pun intended, I guess, that dental care is extremely important and needs to be prioritized, because these are your bones. You only get one set of real teeth, and it is ideal to keep those teeth. Even getting veneers from a qualified dentist is not the ideal solution to a problem with your teeth. The ideal solution is fixing what the issue is with your teeth. I said this in my last video, but if you cannot get the dental care that you need or the health care that you need because of money, do not give up. Please crowdfund. Your health, including your dental health, is all that you have. So do what you need to do to get that done, because it's going to be a lot more expensive in the long run. And it's really hard to make those decisions when you're in poverty, or in this economy, you don't even have to be in what is considered poverty. I think it's extremely challenging to make anything under $50,000, sometimes more, depending on where you live in the United States. Yet so many of us are below that bracket. So I'm saying I understand the privilege of prioritizing that, but there are resources out there. There are nonprofits that can help you. Obviously, seek out Medicaid if you can. A lot of people don't qualify even though they should, but another option is you can go to like a community college, typically does them. I'm sure universities with dental schools do them as well, but they're just more far and few between. But going to a college to get a dental cleaning from a student is so much more affordable, and it's under supervision of an actual DDS or DMD. By the way, I looked this up because I was curious, but a DDS and a DMD is pretty much the same thing. It's the same degree. It's really just up to the universities to decide what they want to offer, but it's the same education. I always wondered that and never looked it up. Atlanta seems to be the hub of this scam of veneer techs. I think it's understandable because a lot of my friends and people I know who like live in Atlanta, they just talk about how it's extremely superficial. It's really common to see people with cosmetic surgery, kind of like Orange County too. But it's just superficial is the perfect word for what veneer techs do, because they're doing like a short-term solution to a long-term problem. I already said this. It's going to cost you so much money to resolve any issues if a veneer tech experience goes wrong. It is not worth it. Now that I'm even talking about it, I'm pretty sure my sister had a composite veneer for like a while. I highly recommend that you check out Isabella Lanter's video on veneer techs. She goes a lot more in depth than this video, but she showed a TikTok revealing that the only place that these veneer techs seem to be getting their supplies is from Temu. So red flag number 50, 100, 1500. I said this at the beginning, but it just feels so scummy that it's, again, targeting people who likely already have financial issues or maybe even like a mental barrier when it comes to seeking dental care. So it is highly irresponsible to accept somebody's business as a veneer tech, a scammer tech, if I should call them that. Hit the like button if I should call them that. So yeah, seek out a dentist. Please, I would actually recommend when you're looking for a dentist, look up the reviews, because I had an experience with a dental office that is a franchise. It rhymes with Schmaspin Schmental. I feel that they coerced me to get and pay for dental care in a payment plan that I didn't necessarily need. And that would have been a lot more affordable had I gone to a place that was recommended to me by a friend, even had I done a little research, okay? I'll take some of the blame. But one of my friends worked at one of these franchises in a completely different state, and I was talking to her about this issue, and she said that she actually quit because of feeling that there were unethical business practices in terms of how they work with their patients. Like, they treat them more like customers, allegedly. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Oh, if you stay till the end of the video, you get to see my new tattoo. She's a little crusty, but we love her. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing and liking the video. And I will see you in my next one when we'll continue to reveal scammers in the daylight. Bye.